All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Excuse me. This is going to be a video on how Esau has basically made everybody on this earth, apart from the elect, become like Edomites, man. And I'm not exactly sure what kind of scriptures I'm going to go to make this point, man. But Lord willing, man, I'm able to make this point, man, because most of our people are lost, man. All right? Most of our people are lost. This is John chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And that's talking about Esau, man. But he's talking about how the Jews were basically exactly the same as their father, who's the devil, man, which is Esau, man. Right? The so-called white man. And most of these Jakes down here on this world right now, they're acting exactly the same as Esau, man. And they copy all of his ways and all of his works. And they want to be like him. Right? And that's why most of our family, they're not going to be able to accept. They're not going to be able to accept any of the things that we tell them, man. And don't be surprised if any of you brothers or whatever, if your family just start randomly calling you up, trying to find out what's going on with you. And don't even be surprised if they record your phone call, man. Don't be surprised if they start doing that to you, man. If they start calling you up with all the rest of the family in the background, putting you on loudspeaker and all kind of madness, man. Don't be surprised. And some of you brothers might have already had that happen to them, man. But these are just certain things that I can perceive, which, who am I anyway? I ain't nobody. But these are certain things that I think that Israelites would do, man. Right? That I think wicked Israelites, even people that are supposedly in our so-called family, that they would do to us, man. Because they think that we've lost our mind. And they actually think that they're telling the truth about how the world is. This is Mark chapter 8 and verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man gain? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Right? And most of these people have traded in being an Israelite to live in Esau's world and to be like Esau, man. And they're exactly the same as him. Right? They act exactly the same way as him. They think they even try and have his diet. They have the blood with the blood in their meat and all kind of stuff. They copy exactly all of his ways, man. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. And most of these people in the earth right now, all the different nations, they are basically Edomites, man. And they have all said in one consent that the way that Esau lives is the way that we want to live. And they have all agreed to just be like him. And that's why when that charagma comes, they're not going to care about whether they take that or not, man. Because they're lost. Most of our people are lost and destroyed, man. Right? And this is a thing that a lot of people don't want to accept. A lot of people don't want to accept that their father, right? If their father wasn't their father, they don't want to accept that they would call their person that acts like their father, if he wasn't their father, that they would say he's a demon. They don't want to accept that the person that's their mother, if they wasn't their mother, they'd say that that person's a demon. That they don't want to accept that if the person that's their sister wasn't their sister, they'd say that she's all kind of things under the sun, man. The person that's their brother, if there wasn't a brother, they'd call them wicked and all kind of stuff, man. But people that are fake, man, they want to try and make out like, oh, and that doesn't mean that you're supposed to call your mom a demon or your father a demon, nothing like that, man. But we have to accept that a lot of our family are not going to make it, man. They are of the 2/3 kind, right? And that they've heard the same thing that we heard, but they didn't think that there was no value in it, man. And they're just steadily enjoying this world. And then when they ever get told about any wickedness that's took place, they don't ever want to speak on it, man. They don't ever want to speak on it, and they try and make it like, nah, it ain't real. That never happened. They try and make it like, nah, That stuff never happened, man. Or they try and make it like they can justify the wickedness, man. But then when it comes to us, they're quick to try and say that we're wicked, we've lost our spirit, we used to be such a good young boy, and all that Benjamite bullshit, right? They're quick to try and make up like we ain't the same person and all that, as if that's a bad thing. To not be the same person that you used to be, that's a good thing. But the scriptures speak that people do that, right? The scriptures say that people would do that to us, man, and I'm gonna get it, man. First Peter 4. First Peter chapter 4 and verse 3, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. And who's the main Gentile right now? Esau. When we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revellings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. And that's what they'll do, man. Now they'll talk about us and say, oh man, you ain't this, you ain't that. They'll be shocked that you don't want to talk to them no more, right? As if the ways that they live life ain't wicked, man. If you might have been a brother that was according to that street life, right? Which I wasn't ever like that. But if you was a person that was ever like that, right? People that used to be in your little crew or whatever are going to be questioning why you ain't doing all that stuff now, right? That you used to do. If you used to be in a team of club boys that go around committing adultery, and you just know how to do your pimp Mac daddy spirit, and you know how to serenade the women and all that. You know what I mean? You had a little bit of a musical flair about you or whatever. People are going to be wondering why you're not doing that no more, man. And you might have a beard now on your face when you used to just have a little goatee or something like that, and you might have been clean shaven or whatever. And they'll be wondering why you don't do that no more. Because they want us to stay wicked, man. So that they don't have to feel guilty about them still being the same person that they were. Right? And even though there'll be still things that these people might be able to accuse us of, right? We're more changed now than we're the same. Right? This is Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 1. And you hath he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we had all conversation in times past in the lust of the flesh, fulfilling the desire of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. But God, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, have quickened us together with a Mashiach. By grace ye are saved, and have raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in a Mashiach Yahushai, that in the ages to come he might show the exceeding riches of his grace in kindness toward us through Hamashiach Yahushai. For by grace ye are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God. So no matter what sins these people can say about us, man, if Yahweh's grace is on us, we're covered, man. And there ain't going to be no reveling accusation that they can put up about us to try and shame us about anything, man. We're going to be all right, man. And the way that's going to prove that is that will hopefully be the people that don't take the charagma, man, the MOTB. And they'll be the people that will take it because they think that there's something in this world worth keeping. Right? They'll think there's something in this world worth keeping, man. Verse 9, I mean, for not of works lest any man should boast, for we are his workmanship, created in the Mashiach Yahushua to good works, which Yahweh before ordained that we should walk in them. Right? And that's what's getting ready. Well, that's what's taking place right now, man. That's what's taking place right now. That the Israelites are doing good works that Yahweh programmed them to do. Right? And the world's seeing these works, but he's complaining about them and trying to make out like these works are wicked. That's what this world's actually doing right now. They're trying to make it like, so the people that are saying that they're Israelites and that we're believing in the Bible rather than being criminals and all of this stuff. People have got more mouth about us believing in God than they've got mouth about anything else, man. They're angry that we're saying that we're the Israelites. But they haven't complained about us saying that we're anything else. They're not mad at so-called black women saying that they're a boss bitch and saying that they're a bad bitch. They ain't got a problem with that. They ain't got a problem with our women saying that they're saying that they're whores and that they're sluts. But they got a problem with us saying that we're something good though. And that's what I mean with this world. Most of the people down here are Edomites. Have become like Edomites, man. And that even includes some of the people of our own family, man. And that's why it might hurt you to your soul, but don't be surprised if your own so-called family members betray you, man, because they're gonna hear you say something and they're gonna think, wow, that's outlandish. But the Bible says that they would do it. Luke chapter 21 and verse 15, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay, nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And that's what's getting ready to happen, man. Right? That's what's getting ready to happen. And it already happened in the past, but don't be surprised if our so-called families betray us, man, because they're bugged out right now. They really actually believe the Christian way of the Bible, and women will actually run their mouth and try and say that men are this and men are that, men are adulterers and all of this kind of stuff, right? But then what have they been doing though? What have women themselves been doing? You know what I mean? What have women themselves been up to, man? And this video ain't even about women, but women have played a big part in helping our nation stay through, man. And every single time when Esau has came to them with a little gift or trinket to try and have them have power over us, they've always accepted it, man. They've never said, nah, fuck you. You're the devil. I'm rocking with my man. Or they've never took that trinket that Esau gave them and said, you know what? I know that this guy's the devil, and I'm going to pretend that I'm using this stuff to destroy you, but I'm going to actually use it to help you. Because I know that you're supposed to be in charge, really, of this earth. And I know that we're under the curses, and that this man's trying to trick me to bring me up against you. And they never did that. Never once. They've always believed everything Esau was telling them and tried to come up against this man chatting shit. Every single time. The so-called black woman has enjoyed being our enemy. She's enjoyed being an honorary Edomite, man. Which is what she is right now. She's of her father, the devil. Right? And the lust of her father. She'll do it, man. And that's why they don't mind being the face of the things that Esau's trying to push. Megan Thee Stallion didn't mind being the face of that Planned Parenthood thing. She didn't mind. She didn't mind getting a reward from them. She didn't care. The so-called black women don't care about being the face of being a 304. They don't care. They love it, in fact. The so-called black women don't mind being the face of twerking, of being the face of female lust and female promiscuity and female rebellion. They don't mind being the face of that. And the so-called black man isn't minding being the face of the HIJKLMNP community, man, the alphabeting and rainbowing and stuff. They don't mind being the face of that. Right? And they're even trying to use Israelites now to be the face of the Me Too and all of that. Putting P. Diddy up there and all of that, as if they ain't Edomites that have did way more stuff than them. If they was able to find that tape of P. Diddy dragging Cassie through the hallways of the hotel, you think they ain't got no tapes of none of the people that are high-ranked officials according to their country, man, of the highest level, presidential levels? You think they ain't got no footage of them people? You think they ain't? Like, everything that's taking place, man, is just showing more and more why Yahweh is going to destroy America, man, because that place needs to go. It needs to go, man. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. So this place has got a whole lot of judgment to come into it, man. And all the Israelites that are in America, that they've tried to become Edomites, right? And they've just put off the name of Israel and said, we'll be Greeks now. They've basically did that again, like in the time of Maccabees. They're going to be part of this fire, man, that this place is going to receive. And I'm going to end the lesson there, man, because there's another video topic that I wanted to do. Shalom.